Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't.
I suppose not.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are, without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against...
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade...
Still alive, are ya? Coin purse weighing you down? Is that all?
It seems the right way.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Let me guess.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, you will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, we had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was...
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they get here in time to make any real difference. Which means...
Jill and I...
Let them know we're on our way.
How are you doing? Quick look.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts in the past.
I saw it with my own eyes.
I can't do it.
The Lord.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yeah, they've taken so many.
Akashic, but...
Ultima's thralls. And what of your mistress?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison top.
Then we'll look for her there.
We could leave. The two soldiers were carrying another.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection, and protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people, your sisters, your brothers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have.
What we have left is our lives!
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with them.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my need.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did.
You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so... And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow.
Leave that to us.
My family.
Don't leave me, Pa.
That thing?
Did you see the
creatures? They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then...
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed...
It's all right. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
I assume you have a plan? It was all they could do to escape.
Clive, look!
I see them. With me! This one! Get him! Over here! You're finished! This one!
Should I prime?
Save your strength. Farewell! Get him! This one! Over here! Get him! Over here! This one. Local. Let's try. Over here. Sick 'em. Too slow. This one.
Farewell.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Now me, I never needed convincing. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of it, but it has solved one. And that's one...
You all right, boy?
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha.
And you, Clive.
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik.
Those skies are what happened. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the...
I thought you'd never off. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help.
We're on our way.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob the...
You are mistaken. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter, so they were making ready to leave just as the skies turned. And we agreed it was best we...
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift. But they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be...
My brothers.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many.
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try... Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
That's better.
Mad dogs. Anything catch your eye? There you go. Thanks very much.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Just patch me up as quick.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we? Needed that. This one. Too slow. Do you see any more?
No.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that... The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha?
Well, when you put it like that...
My lord, there's... Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his...
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an not that Sir Wade and the other guardian... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way. I will not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You or my uncle.
Anything catch your eye? There you go.
Cid. Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill. Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is...
What did you say to me? What?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how... And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our wall.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies if we hire mercenaries and you cannot fill it.
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that...
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos. And the Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only... I was here to do just...
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubos. These are cursed skies. Or an entire city.
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so.
So? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but have left to smolder.
My thoughts exactly. Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Out...
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie, it may still be possible to... Before present...
And that would be?
To pool our resources and...
When all that fear and anger can be...
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly.
As you wish.
Don't worry. Victor and I will do most of the talking.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Picture it, Conrad. Hey, Conrad. May I
A pleasure, my lady.
As I told you,
Victor says that there aren't any...
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Redwing. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest that about...
We'll show those bastards who they're dealing...
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
If I had my pickaxe, I would... I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he... Natalie, allow me to introduce...
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the...
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens, which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship...
All right, if it will help to protect my home. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good. Merely that it produced the... Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back...
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie are with time. They may...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was...
I take it your scouts found the bandit.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they marched for Dalamil as all of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and one from the desert.
Very well. Jill and I will meet...
The rest, my friend, mistakes I concede are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands...
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept...
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
It's all
This one.
Nice try. This one. I refuse to die. Over here! All yours, Thor. It's over.
The townspeople.
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
Natalie, you did well out there.
Without you, there would have been no line. You saved us, Conrad.
We all say.
Conrad seems to have had a...
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visit...
The plan worked. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united. As for you, Sid...
I'll take that as a compliment. Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
So, where did you learn to... The bandits may be known.
Mummy,
The gentleman of the town guard.
Are you looking for something in particular? My thanks. Here you are.
This one. This might take a while.
This one.
Forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing. So empty your pockets. Too slow.
Over here! Get him!
Shadows roll correct!
This one. Let's try.
Let's have some fun!
Over here! Get him!
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
How may I help you today, Clive? Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
I failed.
This man shot at.
No more vengeance. No more war.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
What do you want?
Anything else? Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? And? And some of your numbers served as shield.
We're not alone.
This one.
Stay down!
Get him! It's over! Go for it!
Seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right then. Let's try. Let's try.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
This one.
Onwards.
beast isn't to be trifled with.
Over here!
Oh, good. That's better. Come on. That's better.
Go for it! Go for it!
Get him! Over here!
Still alive, are you? Finished, are you? Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hello. Was from all our friends thanking you for your... How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for Mother Crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part. But you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua! Clive! It's Gav! There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Would it be thunder?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try.
It's not who. I borrowed them to my first thought, which almost certainly means they had...
Perhaps a visit.
I think it just... I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they were in the...
Seems the hideaway has lost its
blasted
appetite.
Here, you put...
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
I'm all the cook. You remember Ivan's stew? So I thought I'd try making...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped?
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't...
I've never been so.
A fry recipe seemed easier. Only
Fine, and
you'd...
Do you see the pair that got hauled into time?
Rutherford. Where would he be a month?
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goot? You seem more...
Oh, I don't know what that... Oh, I think Nan...
It's all right.
Focus saying she's been set. She wants...
Don't worry. Of course.
What do you reckon we should do? I say we...
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. It's not a set of scales, is it?
No.
Well, not anymore.
And just how long
We're so...
But we didn't break them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well, then your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom.
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Every piece has its own role to play, and if even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. You already know one of the pieces. This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid?
I'll think about it.
Hold things. So wait,
Good thinking. These round parts are called the pans.
I do, but these aren't for frying But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think...
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something. This tiny piece is what
I have. Miss Minidole's done.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin.
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move.
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then...
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to go? Let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? So, now that
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to stop. The body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like... And then the arms hold the pans by the chain.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was...
That's right. We're Miss Mid...
Her hairs.
Yeah. Hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that?
Until then, though.
Hey, look!
You don't think Sid forgot about it?
Did you see that? No, you just...
Lady Karen.
Not nearly as...
You're...
Kark, what exactly are you getting? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affection.
Just... all right.
Oh. Are you?
All I know is that someone in Dalamil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? Look, but that woman is no more.
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No. I reckon...
Of course.
Seems the hideaway is lost.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be...
Well, did you...
It was as you thought. They dismantled them to see...
Oh, no, Mid will...
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been... Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the 3 of them under her wing. She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much...
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva.
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full to anyone else, it would be an opportunity. But to Mid, who lost both her parents to war. But that should come as no surprise.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so...
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they've...
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, the young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might...
Ah, so the fable... Now, Skyworm is a...
Dragon livers.
One would have thought. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the
Saint's bonnet, in contemporary parlance. A herb. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of Skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
There's a storm coming, Sid.
It seems the hideaway has lost its...
I spoke that the rumors were unfounded, along with some other things. That while it sounds like...
Oh, well, that I knew Nan wasn't caught up in... But...
No, but people do things for all sorts of reasons.
Well, I'm going to that trader. He said they were all talking about, so that's where I'm going.
Are you sure that's wise?
Oh, but that...
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying.
So you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Go, Torgal! Get him! Go, Torgal! Get him! Get him! Farewell! Get him! Go, Torgal! Get him! This way! Get him! Go, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! Over here! 6! Down, Torgal! This one! Over here!
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
This one! Get him! Go, Torgal!
You're injured. What happened here?
It swallowed up. There's a village.
I'll go. Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Right. I got here in time. This one. Yours, Torgal. This one. Get him. Get him. Get him. Vocal. Over here! Sick! Over here! Vocal! Down, Corvo! Over here! This one! Vocal! Over here!
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion.
I am.
Taken care of.
Another survivor.
His wound.
He was right to send you. Tabor is safe, thanks. You seem...
You must have me.
Son of a whore. I was there, in Kosnis, when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith, when you—
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
What of my ill will?
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why...
No. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes, you are.
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. Just know that I will.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Are you buying or selling? Of course. Go safely.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva? Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us! We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity!
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.